I've been gone for a few weeks. Actually, I was in India and Nepal, and while I was gone, we had Yogani filling in for us. And Yogani's on the show again this evening. He's going to be talking about Samyama. And first of all, we just want to thank Yogani for filling in for the past few weeks. I understand they've been great shows. And do we have you there, Yogani? Are you with us?
Here, and it's great to be here again, Will, and welcome back from India.
Well, thank you very much. I'm still getting over the jet lag. I thought it was finished, but I ended up taking like a 3-hour nap today. So
oh, my goodness.
I'm fresh for the show, though. So, yeah.
What is it, about a 10-hour difference or something like that?
It's a 14-hour flight. I was lucky, actually. I got to take a flight that went straight from Chicago all the way to India. In the past, I've taken flights where it would go from Cincinnati to Chicago to New York to maybe Germany and then Dubai and then finally landing in India. I don't know how many days that was. It seemed like days.
My goodness.
But that's not one that is easy to recover from. But anyway, back and fresh and looking forward to getting back in the swing of things here. And from what I understand, that a lot of people have been calling in from all over the country. Even have you had any callers from outside of the country?
A few weeks back, I believe we had a caller from Canada, but outside of the United States, or very far outside of the United States, I don't believe the webcast can be heard due to various commercial reasons. But many people do listen from outside the United States by tuning in to the recordings on the AYP website, which is at advancedyogapractices.com, and there is a link you can click there on the front page that takes you to recordings of all of these interviews that we've had, and this is number 6, believe it or not.
Wow! And so, how many different countries do you think are listening in, or at least go to the AYP site?
Well, I'm not sure how many countries may be listening into the interviews, but the site has been visited by people from over 100 countries over the past several years, or even over 3 months we will have that many countries listening, with the majority of listeners being in the United States and Canada and the United Kingdom and India, of course, and then the rest of Europe and all over. The numbers kind of get smaller the farther away you get, other than India. But there are people, you go look at the statistics, and there are the little flags there from 100 countries. It's really quite amazing.
So how does this spread? Has it been just people surfing on the web, typing in yoga practices, or is it word of mouth, or how's it gotten so big?
I think it's some of both. As you'll recall, it all started 3 years ago as a Yahoo group, which has a lot of international representation, and then it became a website, and it is searchable, if you will, in the search engines, and there's a lot of word of mouth, and there are a lot of people who have been helping spread the word. There's a page on MySpace devoted to advanced yoga practices, and a page on Zaz, and a page on a lot of other community sites that there are out there, and we're on Wikipedia finally.
Wow.
That took a little while because you have to reach a certain level of notoriety, I guess, to be in there, and I guess this radio show has helped with that.
Well, good. Well, for those listening today, if you haven't gone to the website, certainly that should jar a little bit of curiosity why so many people are going to the site, and I have to say for myself, as I visit it, every time I go, I learn so much. And so, do you want to give that site out again, Yogani?
Sure. It's advancedyogapractices.com, and that'll take you right to the home page.
Just like it sounds, advancedyogapractices.com.
Yeah. Yep. No spaces, just 3 words all tied together.
All right, and so there's some new material on the website, or is this just the book is coming out, or that you're working on is coming out and only in print?
Well, Samyama is an advanced yoga practice that is part of the 8 limbs of yoga by Patanjali, which is an ancient script. It's depending on who you ask, it was written anywhere from 500 years ago to 2,000 years ago. They didn't date everything back in those days. I guess they were too busy being enlightened in India. But in any case,
too hot.
yeah. In any case, that's where Samyama comes from, or at least probably the primary source that it comes from, and it has been written about in the Advanced Yoga Practices lessons a couple of years ago with a basic practice that is actually available for free on the website that is incorporated as part of our twice daily practice, which includes usually breathing exercise, meditation, and then sometimes for those who are into physical postures like you folks teach at the yoga school, that would go in front of the breathing, spinal breathing, pranayama, and deep meditation. And then Samyama is done after that, after meditation. And as I mentioned, it has been covered in the past, both on the website and in the first Advanced Yoga Practices book. And now we have a book that just came out called Samyama, Cultivating Stillness in Action, Cities and Miracles.